Being able to see the plane one more time really brings back the emotions of that day. But more importantly, it brings back and reminds you the fact of how grateful I am for even being here, and how lucky and fortunate we were that we had a very professional flight crew. We had the passengers were all acted professionally in the entire event, and there was no panicking. Everybody was just trying to do what they could to survive. Just being able to see it and see that it's still here and that I was part of that whole event is very helpful, I think, emotionally, and in order to deal with the entire situation. It helps bring a little bit of closure to it, but at the same time, I can come revisit it whenever I want to. And it reminds me, again, of how grateful and fortunate that I was on that particular day.
Rock Hill traffic, Skyhawk 8. I mean Rock Hill Unicom, Skyhawk 818 Sierra Papa, Rock Hill Unicom.
You know, many people ask me, how can you get back in an airplane, much less learn to fly an airplane after what I went through? And I think it's a sense of wanting to know what was going on. You tend to be scared of things that you don't know about. And so I wanted to understand what was actually going on in the cockpit that day. I wanted to understand the principles of flying, and believe me, my principles are much more elementary than the professionalism that Sully and Jeff showed that day. A couple of years after the flight, I had an opportunity to be in Madison, Wisconsin, which is where Jeff Skiles lives, and he offered me the opportunity to fly on what he called a real airplane. After that flight that day, I walked away thinking that I really do want to get into flying. I want to understand what it is that goes on in the airplane. Everybody, I think, has a appreciation for flying and have a desire to want to learn. There's only a very few people that really act upon it.